Hi guys, thanks for watching Cooking with Hua. Today I'll be making chicken lettuce wraps. It's perfect for summer eats or any time of the year. There's very few ingredients and super quick to make and can get it on your table in less than 30 minutes. The list of ingredients and recipe will be listed down below. The sauce is key to this recipe. We're going to be using hoisin sauce, and if I have to describe it, I guess I would say it's a sweet Chinese barbecue sauce. We're also going to use an oyster sauce, and I like to use a Chinese brand just because it's darker and richer in flavor. It's going to give you a sweet and salty component with an essence of oyster flavor. It's super delicious and enhancing your sauce. And we're also going to use soy sauce. This is going to be the salty component of your sauce. Then you want to give it a quick mix and combine all the flavors together and set it to the side. We're not going to use the sesame oil until towards the end of the recipe. Now here I have a little bit of cooking oil just to heat up my pan. And just evenly coat the pan with that oil. It's very little, so if you're worried about it being a little bit too fatty, it's not going to be. And then I'm going to use some ground chicken, and this is going to speed up the process of making chicken lettuce wrap. You just want to break apart the chicken and make sure that you continue to stir and break it up until they're small pieces. When I was living in Los Angeles, I had a friend who loved P.F. Chang's. It's like an American Chinese restaurant, and she would always order the chicken lettuce wrap. I guarantee you, if you try this recipe, it's so much better than P.F. Chang's. Just continue to cook the meat until it's fully cooked. And then we're going to go ahead and add in your aromatics, which is your onions, garlic, and your minced ginger. I got a little bit of a carrot in there, but that's all right. Go ahead and throw everything in there and give it a quick mix and make sure that everything is combined, but you want to make sure that you don't burn the garlic. And if you still have some big pieces of your ground chicken, just continue to break it up until they come to smaller pieces. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our chopped carrots. Obviously, you can customize this recipe to your liking. You can add red bell pepper if you like instead of carrots, or you can add both. And you're more than welcome to add in also some shiitake mushrooms. I'm not going to do that in this recipe, but feel free to use this as a template and make it your very own. But one of the things you must have in this recipe is the water chestnut. It is super crunchy. It gives it a really great texture to the recipe. This, I would say, that you can't substitute. I absolutely love water chestnut, and I know you will too. Just make sure you combine everything together so they're well combined and also everything is heated up. And do you remember that sauce we made earlier? We're not going to put the whole thing in. We're only going to use half. If you put the whole thing in, your dish is going to be way too salty. I'm going to show you what to do with the other half because we're going to turn it and make it into a dipping sauce, but adding just a few more ingredients. Now continue to stir everything until all the flavors with the chicken and all the vegetables are well coated with that delicious sauce. Now you want to add in the sesame oil towards the end of the cooking time because you don't want to burn out that nutty flavor. It's just a wonderful aroma, and I don't like to cook it too early or else you kind of lose the essence of that flavor and that aroma. And continue to stir until everything is well mixed. Basically, we're almost done. All you have to do is garnish it with some onions. And once you do that, make sure you save a little bit towards the end so you can garnish it too once you plate it. Continue to stir and then turn off the heat and remove it into a serving plate. Remember how we reserved half of that sauce? Now we're going to make this delicious dipping sauce, and all you're going to do is add in a tablespoon of your favorite peanut butter. And you can use this dipping sauce in anything. Chicken sauté, Vietnamese summer spring rolls. It's such a versatile sauce. I'm also going to add in a kick with some fried chili paste. You can add in some sambal paste or else some sriracha, or if you don't like your food spicy, you can just omit it altogether. Now it's going to look like it's not going to combine well. What we're going to do is add in some hot water, and you want to start off with 1 tablespoon first. And it's going to look like it's going to break apart and not emulsify, but I guarantee you once you add in that hot water, we're also going to microwave it in 30 seconds intervals. And then once you microwave it for 30 seconds, you want to stir it until it all combines, and it will. If you find that your sauce is a little bit too thick, add in another tablespoon of water, put it back in the microwave for another 30 seconds, and watch. It will emulsify as you're looking at it right now. This is the perfect consistency. I like mine to be a little bit thicker than on the runny side. And this dipping sauce is glorious. You will love this with your chicken lettuce wrap. Now I'm going to top everything off with some sesame seeds. It gives it a nice flavor and also a nice crunch to the texture. And then I'm also going to sprinkle in some more green onions for that punch. I'm just using regular lettuce because I find that it's the perfect consistency for that crunch and that crispiness, or else you can use some romaine lettuce, but not the ones that are chopped. I find that if you use bib lettuce, the lettuce is a little bit too soft and you want it with that big old crunch. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed creating the recipe for you. All my social media links will be listed down below. Make sure to hit subscribe and also hit the bell button so you don't miss any videos. Thanks so much for supporting my channel. Thanks for watching Cooking with Hua. I'll see you next Tuesday.